Hello everyone, and welcome back to our 2025 season. I am super excited about this year. We have another year at Skyline Commons. We had 3 big goals last year. We achieved 2 of them, which is a pretty good success rate. Number 1, get 6 teams. We've added 2 new teams to the season, to the year, and that will be the Marauders and the Special Delivery, head captained by Michael Miller and Zach Dag, respectively. The other big goal was to play a home run derby / all-star game at under the lights. We accomplished that. We'll be playing at Halk Manor Park for that as well. Last goal we didn't fully get done is get a permanent picture and everything. What's your kind of thoughts on everything? The way the league has grown over the last year.
Yeah, I mean this is the biggest year that we've had since inception. This year's draft class looks like they're a little bit more dedicated. I think we're going to be having a lot of competitive teams this year. The way everything is distributed with the new teams, the way the draft went and everything, I think everything is pretty across the board.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think definitely be really competitive this year. We're still set for 7 sets in a year. Playoffs. Each division has three teams in it. The top team in each division will get a bye. We'll be playing playoffs as normal. Best of 3 games, then a best of 5. What's your thoughts on playoffs and root format?
I think having those bye weeks, it goes back to the what everybody says in playoffs: rest versus rest. Teams that get that bye could be coming out the next week, maybe a little rusty, but I think it'll be valuable, especially in August when it's going to be hot.
Yeah.
Keeping everybody cool then. It'll definitely be a good environment.
Awesome. Alright, well, first set of games, as per usual, will be Assault and the Musketeers. I think it's going to be an absolutely great series. Last year, your Assault actually won the opening set. What do you think your team's going to do this series, considering you lost?
Yeah, I think is a lot the same, but we lost our starting pitcher. I think that's a huge loss for us. It's going to be up to the rest of us to try to be as consistent as possible. None of us are really as long as we put up some nice average numbers. I think we have the best average across the league.
Yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. For my Musketeers, we added Joe Walters, Miles Gosey. Definitely that number 1 overall pick is going to have a difference this year, as every number 1 overall pick has ever had in our league. What's your kind of thoughts on facing a team that has every year you face us?
But now that we have 6 teams, who knows if the Musketeers will ever get the number 1 pick again. So we'll see. This is a big cornerstone for their team going forward, and I think this will really propel our chances to win the championship this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a great year. Any kind of final closing remarks before we start a game? It's a little windy out today. That's a big thing, but today it's going to be off and on windy, so actually you'll see for the first 3 videos, because that's all 3 teams are playing today. It's going to be a little windy out. Expect a little more walks. Expect having to throw a little bit harder. What's your thoughts on that?
I think we're also going to see less of a chance of these players hitting home runs. The wind's really coming in from that left field wall. We'll probably see a lot of things get hit high and sounding off the bat. It might sound like it's going to go, but it'll probably just stay right up in the air and come right back down. So I think we're going to have to be ready to, when something is hit, to get the fly balls.
It's going to be I think it's going to be a lot of defensive plays. You're going to have to make that catch. Yep. Like there's going to be a lot of catchable balls out today, or just a lot of ground balls. They get stopped short, and you have to make a play on a base.
Yep.
So, all right, well, we'll see you for game 1 of the year. And again, I want to thank everybody for coming out this year and playing. That if you're watching right now, it means a lot to me. Having like 35 people in the league is just absolutely insane. So, yeah. So if you're watching at home and you're not playing the league, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. So we'll see you for game 1 of the Musketeers and the Assault.
No turning back. game of the series here between Noah Meter, Assault on the mound, Josh Miller, batting. I told her I didn't want to put it up, but yeah. Matt Ferguson up to bat. Babe, leave the back off.
That's right. Way to hold him. Way to hold him.
I guess you don't care that was 61.
Pass the baton now, boys.
All right, here we are at the bottom of the first inning. Joshua Miller on the mound. A first pitch swing and a miss by Burton. Comes the windup, and it is right down the middle. No swing, backwards K. First out of the bottom of the inning. Second up to bat here. Looks like Ryan Mayo, team captain, and Mr. OBP. And there is another 47-mile-an-hour pitch. Miller seems to be pitching a little bit slow and walks the pitcher on walks the batter on 3 pitches. Seems like those slower pitches in the wind today may be having some trouble. Miller on the mound taking a momentary break to this gust of wind, and here comes the payoff pitch, and it's a wide ball for another walk. Man on first and second. 1 out. And number 13, Cooper up to bat, lefty in the lineup here. He could be looking for an RBI with a hit to right field. Pitch incoming, swing and a miss. There's a strikeout. That's the second strikeout of the inning for Miller. So he has 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. And Burton coming up to bat now. 2-2 this upcoming pitch. Oh, and it was a very high riser and a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd strikeout of the inning, so no hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks, but no runs at the end of the first. Here we are, top of the second, Joshua Miller up to bat, Noah Meter on the mound, a first pitch strike. Back on the bat, and a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Miller. Next up the bat, Ferguson with 1 out. Oh, another outside pitch, and that'll be a free pass to the base. All right, here you have another rookie up to bat now, a rookie for our league anyway, an experienced player in another league has joined us. Along with number 00 with the low swing bat, and that's a hit right up the middle, and a fumbled ball at second will not get the out. So now with the man on first and second, we have Brian Rural coming up to bat, a 2-year veteran of the league. Foul ball brings us still to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a swing on an outside ball for the strikeout. That's 2 strikeouts for Meter. 2 outs, man on first and second.
Where's Miles?
Load the bases up with 2 outs. Joshua Miller coming up to bat with bases loaded, 2 outs, which counts as the bat. So here we go. And there's up the middle, fielding to second, is out at second to end the inning. Excellent fielding play to prevent the run. And we are going to the bottom. All right, here we go. We're at the bottom of the second inning. Miller back on the mound, Ryan Mayo at the bat, and there's a wild pitch hitting the butt. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, there's a hit right up the middle. He will most likely be held to first, and he didn't even try. Next up the bat, we have Noah Meter, last year's MVP. Here comes the money ball, and it's a, oh, it was a foul, but it came back in, and that's a safe play, man on first and second.
Hey, classic Noah right on.
I don't know where the outfield ref is, he's not paying attention, so. Oh, there's a pop-up to the mound, and out. All runners held. Burton, number 8, back up to bat. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, there it is, a swing and a hit, but the runner going to third is out. Mayo up to bat again. And there, I believe, was a hold on that. And here comes the money pitch. It's a light ball to the inside, and that's a walk to load the bases up. Here again, we have a loaded bases, 2-out situation. Has happened several times in this game. Let's see if Miller can work his way out of this jam. He only needs 1 more out. And here we go again, a full count with bases loaded. Here comes the pitch, and it is a low ball, but a swing and a miss on a ball that would have missed anyway, and that will be a strikeout to end the inning and the threat of the loaded bases. And here we go, in a close game and an exciting game. All right, when we're back here, first batter of this half is Ferguson. Number 72, ready to do some damage. Pitch comes into the zone, and that's a strikeout on 2 pitches. 0-0 Walters up to bat next with 1 out. A little slow at bat here, but we're going to get a hit to the pitcher, and a miss on the throw, but that'll be in. I can't see if that was out of bounds from here. I don't know what the ref's calling. Next at bat's a swing and a miss with a ball right down the middle. Brian Roll is the batter up. Man on second with an out, and a swing and a miss on a wide ball for the second out of the inning. And next up we have number 42, another one of our rookies. He has not played in any league. This is his first game experience. That's a wild pitch high. Here it comes. And that is an inside ball that is swung on for the strikeout. Another inning with no score. Here we are at the bottom of the third in a scoreless game with multiple bases loaded situations and no runs. Miller still on the mound, Cooper at the bat, and we get a outside ball to start this inning, bottom of this inning. Filthy pitch to the top corner, evens it up at 2-2. Here comes the money pitch, and it's a swing and a foul into the zone, which will be a strikeout for the first out.
You were under that one. A little bit under. You're up.
1 out, no runs. Who can be the hero in this game? Number 8, Burton, coming up to bat. Here comes the pitch to the batter, and that is a hit down the third baseline, past the left fielder. He will hold at first, probably wisely, but there's a base runner for Team Assault. Next up the bat, Ryan Mail, number 7. With only 1 out, he will take a ball to the inside. Seems to be quite common today, along with the loaded bases. And there is a wild pitch up towards the batter's head after the wind picks up suddenly. We have had significant gusts, very little periods of low wind. Pretty steady wind, but every once in a while it dies a bit and gusts, so it's something to watch out for. Pitcher with no meter at bat, 2 men on, 1 out, and another wild pitch to the outside. Here comes the full count pitch, and it is a inside walk to load the bases, 1 out. And here we go with Kevin Cooper, number 13 up, ready for the walk-off. Any run scored will end the game. Bases loaded, full count, 1 out. Walk-off potential. Money ball outside, up to top of the zone. That's a walk, and the game-winning run comes in. We have a 1-0 final. Assault over Musketeers. And that's in the book for our first game of the season. And we'll be back with some more action for game 2 shortly. There for a ball. Here's full count again, and it is a swing and a miss for a strikeout. Next up to bat we have number 7 Mail, and number 7 is all about the OBP, so let's see if he gets on base with a walk right there. Meter coming up next here with the man on first. Down there for a strike. Beautiful pitch. Some sort of curve in. Okay, after a brief walk-off to number 7, second pitcher for the Assault, facing Miller at bat. Bottom of the first inning, and here we are underway. And hits the outside pipe for a strikeout. Beautiful pitch by Mail.
And I literally just stand there.
And that is a strikeout for probably the best batter overall in the league history. Although it looks like this year he may have some challengers. Ferguson next up to bat with 1 out, no runs, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. And there's another strike. Full count, and hits the batter, and he is going to take a leisurely walk up the first base line and settle down on first base with Walters. Wind dying down a bit now, and here comes a walk again. 3-pitch walk. Here we come with Brian World, number 20, coming up to bat with 1 out, man on first and second in a beginning of the series here through 3.5 innings. We haven't seen much action, just 1 walked-in run for the 1-0 victory in game 1 for the Assault, and a wild pitch to start off this at-bat. Only 1 out, and there's a wind-carried ball way to the outside, loading up the bases with 1 out. So here we go. Bases loaded, full count, only 1 out, and there's a strikeout to temporarily eliminate the danger. However, Miller is back up to bat for a second try in this inning, and let's see if we get some off. And there's a swing, and it is a fair ball against the fence. And Josh is held to first base. Ferguson up to bat next. Sky ball there. And another walk issued. Now the wind has died down significantly for the moment. And a wild pitch for a 3-pitch walk. A power ball right up the middle. There's going to be 2 runs maybe scored, and there's a second run scored. That will give the Musketeers 7 runs. With an offensive explosion this game too. Next pitch up is a hit right to Kevin. Easy catch for the previous Golden Glove winner. That was fair ball right over third base. And here comes the home run hitter, the league leader with 1 in this early part of the season. Oh, swing and a foul tip into the zone will be a strikeout. And here comes rookie to the league. Welter's up to bat. And there it is, a 3-pitch walk for another run in. We have Brian Rowe coming back in to bat. Oh! Barely with the strikeout to end the inning, and we will go forward with the Musketeer and their offensive outburst. All right, we are at the top of the third now. The Musketeers with a commanding lead. Kevin Cooper up to bat, looking at some outside balls. And that's a 3-pitch walk. And here comes Burton up to bat. Hit by Burton would go a long way. Crowd gives a full count, and let's see what happens here. And it'll be a slider for a strike on the inside zone. First out of the inning. Team captain here needs to make something happen, and he does with a good eye and a walk. 1 out, no meter coming up to bat. First and second, 1 out. 2 and 2. Oh, and a riser, swing and a miss on a ball that was just barely up and in. Would have been a ball, but I think any batter would have probably swung at that one. And there it is, a wicked strikeout. That's 3 outs. And we are out of here.
It's too late to hear that. It's all over.
And welcome back, sports fans, to the conclusion of what has proven to be a riveting series thus far. We have a wardrobe change for the boys in orange. And up to bat first, the lead off game 3 is number 00, Joe Walters. And he drives the first pitch out to the left field fence. Where's the fence? Oh, correction, ground rule double, went through the fence. Up next we have Matt Ferguson taking the first pitch down the middle for strike 1. And swinging for a strikeout. 1 down, man on second, 0-0 ball game. And up next we have number 88, Josh Miller. So winds up high, and that'll be a walk for Josh. Alright, so 1 out here in the top of the first. Guys on first and second, and number 20, Brian Worrell up to bat here. Wind up, and strike 3, 2 outs. Up next, we have number 42, Miles, up to bat. No, winds up. And cannot make the play. That is going to load the bases. Noah had that one right on his fingertips. He just did not apply enough tar to get the stickies. And we have number 00, Joe Walters with the ducks in the pond, folks. And wow, what a play by the pitcher. Noah Meter reels that one in. What a play. With the ducks in the pond, he's able to keep them at 0. What a play. A little late on the camera, but 0-0, bottom of the first. We have Julian Burton, and he's going to strike out. First out of the inning. Next up, we have number 7, Ryan Mail up to bat. Ryan watches strike 3. Not happy about that one, but who would be, right, folks? And he's going to strike out looking. I believe that'll end the inning. Still scoreless here going into the top of the second. All right, to lead off the top of the second, we have number 72, Matt Ferguson, coming off an absolute bomb last game. Let's see if he can keep the momentum rolling. Noah Meter on the bump here. Scoreless game thus far. Very similar to game 1, may I add. And here we go. And Noah gives him a good one, but can't connect. Strikeout. Out number 1. Up next to try to get something started for the Musketeers, number 88, Josh Miller. Second pitch makes contact down the left field line. That'll be good for 1. Is he going to? No, he's going to stay at first. Single for Josh Miller. Up to bat now is the lefty, number 20, Brian Worrell. He's going to make good contact, but it's going to drop foul. And he makes a great hit out to left field. Josh is going for third. Brian's going to stay at first, and he's going to go home. I believe he's out. I believe he's out. Safe. We have a safe call from the head judge over there, so that'll be 1 run in for the Musketeers.
Counts 1 and 2 now. Gets him swinging.
All right, come on, Joe.
That'll be out 2. Out number 2 here. 2. Big hit up center. Brian's gonna make it to 2 saves.
Right, up next is Matt Ferguson. 2 outs, man on first and second. Noah's looking to get out of this jam. And that'll be 3 outs for the inning. We go to the bottom of 2 where Joe will take back over.
Alrighty, number 13, Kevin Cooper up here for Assault. Joe's on fire today. That is a ball. 2 and 2. Strike, riser right up the middle. Ooh, that's disgusting. Strikeout. Kevin gets a strikeout there. Next up to bat, we got number 8, Burton, new guy on the team. He's hit a couple today here. He's had some good at-bats. Let's see what he does here. Crazy pitch. Strikeout. Knock the ball out. That is 2 down. 1 to go. Alrighty, we are still on full count. That was a hold. Way to hold on that one. He does not get the 1, 2, 3. Noah Meter is now up to bat. Ryan advances to first. Trying not to strike out here. Oh my goodness, he does. He had to swing, but he was a little low. Great inning. Alrighty, Noah Meter up here to pitch. Josh is hitting. We've got a homer right off the rip. That is sent. That is gone. Noah regrets life. And then we had a very ugly celebration there. Don't know what happened. Here we go. Brian up to bat, number 20 here. Noah with the pitch. That is a ball. We are 2-1. Noah needs to get ahead here. He needs to strike. What's going to happen? Oh, Brian on fire here. Look at him move. He is out, unfortunately. Happens here. We are going 1-2. That is a strike. Noah is getting heat. 2 outs. Joe Walters up here to bat. Noah wants to get payback here. What are we doing? We got a strike right there. 3-2. Noah needs this bad. Let's see what he does here. Here comes a... Oh my goodness. Tipped in. That is a strike. 57 miles an hour. Inning over. Alrighty, we got a 2-0 lead here. Is it the bottom of the third or? This is the bottom of 3 here. Joel Walters coming in. First games of the season in this league with a 2-0 lead with one of the best hitters in the league. Let's see what happens. Here comes the pitch. That is a ball. We are going 2-1 right off the rip here. Here comes the pitch. What's going to happen? Oh my goodness, that was disgusting. He strikes out there. Nothing you could do about that one. Here comes number 8, Burton. He's been on fire today. Let's see what he decides to do. New guy against new guy. Here we go. Ooh, the drop ball is just dropping and not doing anything else. Here comes the pitch. He strikes out. Very unfortunate there. Ryan Mao coming up for 2 hit here. 2 outs, no one on. Ryan is not a fan of this position. Oh my goodness, here we go. We're 2-2. Ryan got a piece of that. He is out. That is the game.
Welcome back to the end game here. We have Brian and me here. The Musketeers take it 2-1 in the series. Very close games. I mean, the middle game not so close, but it's only 7-2, I think. So not terrible. Classic Assault Musketeers.
Assault Musketeers. That's it. Yeah. It's a weird middle game. That's usually the way it does go. It's usually 2 games where main pitchers are on. Middle game's kind of a weird one where usually it's 2 secondary pitchers, but it looks like the Musketeers had what looks to be their primary pitcher in that second game.
Yeah.
You know, good outing for the rookie.
Yeah, he did great. So he was a big question on pitching and in general everything. He only came out 2 times for our pickup games. We didn't entirely sure exactly how it was going to be. So very good game by him. I'm sure he's probably going to be the player of the series. Although both Matt and Josh put up a lot of the runs that really won the series, you know. So it was a pretty big team effort. The end of the lineup wasn't the greatest. But, I mean, for your Assault, man, 4-man lineup, I think you might get a couple guys here towards the middle of the season stuff. But as you 4 together was pretty good. Solid outfield. Solid Noah was amazing.
Yeah.
Getting up 3 runs in 2 games. Really only 2, honestly. One of them was nice ball. I mean, what's your thoughts on Noah and
Noah did great pitching, you know. I mean, he's my guy. You know? And it sucks that I lost Zach. But I think that showed. But
I think he'll be a lot better.
You know, it's early in the season. We didn't have the bats going. This is Julian Burton's first time seeing real action. I don't think that our little practice things before really got him a feel for the type of speed and movement that he was going to see throughout the season. So I think it was a heck of a first outing for him. I mean, I honestly think he's the reason the Assault won the first game with his leadoff single. that really got the assault going there and was able to help them get that. Shut out or something.
I just saw those at the
Yeah, I think it's just get that ball wrapped from around that string that we had to pin inside the wind today has been ridiculous. I think that's the biggest story from today is the wind. I don't think any of the pitching was, as good as it was, I think it could have been better had we not had the wind blowing around. Pitchers have to adjust release points where they're going with it, depending on when the wind was blowing, when it was not.
And honestly, even like people are talking, even hitting, you have a lot of wind coming at you. You gotta try to get some head. I got to get down.
And it does cause for a lot of weird motion, on both ends. Pitchers think they're going to paint a corner, and the wind just moves it ever so slightly out. And if a batter thinks it's going, not going to hit the zone at all, it gets blown back in or does something weird where you can't track it. So it's definitely hard on both ends.
All right, well, that's the end of our series. Up next video you'll see is the Pirates and Rangers.